Established in 1986, UK sampling gauges are now the leading supplier of precision liquid sampling equipment. In this short video, we'll see how the old method of taking samples is totally unsatisfactory. And then we'll see how our second generation samplers provide safe, reliable and accurate results. This clip of an old first generation sampler was shot with an infrared camera on a typical windy day on a storage tank. You can see the operator is having a very difficult time. The sampler is lowered with a rope and he's enabled to lower it to a precise depth. The rope can easily cause contamination of the liquid, and as it flails about in the wind, it could cause the sides of the tank to become dirty and marked. Another unnecessary cost to have it cleaned. You can see how much vapour is escaping into the atmosphere, which is both hazardous and environmentally unacceptable. To sum up the first generation samplers then, they're unreliable, hazardous, difficult to operate, and they pollute the atmosphere. By contrast, our second generation of closed samplers prevent the escape of gas, they can take a sample at a precise depth, there is no contamination of the sample, they're operator friendly, and they don't make a mess on the deck or tank. UK sampling gauges currently supply three sizes of closed sampling systems, the MK7, 10 and 14. All can provide spot, running and bottom samples, and using the sounding rod can measure quantity remaining after emptying and before loading. The MK7 is a complete portable system, easily transported as airline luggage and light enough to be carried up flights of steps onto a ship's deck. The spot sampler takes samples at various depths. The running sampler samples the liquid on the way down and on the way up. The bottom sampler can sample the oil-water interface at variable heights above the bottom of the tank. The sounding rod is used for OBQs and ROBs. The adapters enable the MK7 winder to fit the different types of vapour control valves on the vessel. The MK10 and 14 winders have larger barrels, so it can accommodate 1 litre stainless steel samplers and 1 litre glass bottles. In this clip you can see the various couplings the winders can fit. The bottles fit in a metal shuttle and then, depending on the nozzle fitting, can take running, spot or all level samples. For bottom sampling, both the MK10 and 14 use a stainless steel adjustable bottom sampler. All our second generation closed samplers have been tested to various tank pressures and all comply with ISO 3170, ASTM D4057 and all are ATEX approved. Our RVP sampling system, used with the MK7 winder, takes liquid samples as the sampler passes in one direction downwards through the total height of the liquid. It's been developed to enable accurate samples to be taken through the 2-inch vapour control valves on board vessels. For various reasons, it is sometimes necessary to introduce a coloured dye into the stored liquid. To cater for this requirement, we have developed a dye marker system made from stainless steel. The 2 litre model fits in the MK14 winder, the 1 litre model in the MK10 and the ½ litre in the MK7. Whenever there is a need to measure the thickness of a layer of water underneath crude oil or heavy fuel in storage, we have developed a free water finding ruler especially for this task. We have been designing, developing and manufacturing precision sampling equipment for over 30 years, and they are now the de facto standard with ISO and ASTM certification, and all are ATEX approved. The equipment has been rigorously tested and proved both in the lab and in the demanding conditions of the oil industry. The top graph shows the wildly variable fill rates achieved by old first-generation samplers. Compare this with the remarkably consistent results routinely achieved with our second-generation samplers, irrespective of the depth. This is yet another reason why our products are chosen by the UK Ministry of Defence, cargo oil inspection companies, oil companies and storage terminals. Simplicity and reliable operations are good for your bottom line in an ever-increasing world of regulations and competition. The analysis is only as good as the sample, so contact UK Sampling Gauges today.